But I just want to do a video real quick and explain to you how these are not really warrantable, because at the end of the day, it's a user installed product in most situations. And well, I can't control what you do on your end. Hey guys, it's Ryan at GPI. I'm gonna talk to you for a few minutes about our spark plug wires. I've seen some posts and people reach out and say they have difficulty snapping these, or they won't snap on and think something's wrong with the wire. The terminal is pretty tight fit, so it definitely goes on and clicks. I'm going to demonstrate that on this setup here. Also want to give you a couple recommendations. First off, don't use much, if any, dielectric grease. If you do use dielectric grease, just a small trace amount. If you get too much in there, it will airlock, and it will be very difficult to get clicked on there, because it's going to have an air pocket and it's going to keep trying to push the plug wire back. That's the first thing. So as you can see, it will require some tension. Click. Again, let's get it. Make sure, kind of wiggle it around. Okay, now feel the terminal is started. Click. Just like that. So aside from having too much dielectric grease, if you're having an issue with this, you're just gonna have to push harder. You may hit it with your wife's purse. Not sure what you want to do there, but they will click and go in there, I promise. Second thing is, we can have custom wires made, guys. That's not a problem. These fit 90% of the applications out there with no issue absolutely whatsoever. It's just that people normally will get careless on the install, not pay attention. Maybe they're inexperienced for whatever reason. Occasionally we get contacted about what kind of warranty you're on here and on the wires, and stating that the wire melted. Simply put, there's not a warranty against melting. And the reason there's not a warranty against melting is because I can't control what you're doing when you install these, nor can I control the headers that are being used on the vehicle that you're installing these on. So let me go over a few things that can cause issues. Obviously, if you install these, you don't get them clicked on, and one pops off while you're driving, lays on the header, it's going to melt, and that's going to be your fault. If you do install this and it clicks and everything's good in the hood, but you didn't pay attention, and maybe it was twisted in an orientation where part of the boot or the wire or the heat shrink was laying on the header, then that's going to melt, and that's going to be your fault. Let's say you had these on, but there was very little clearance in between the header and the wire. It wasn't touching, but you thought, man, I've seen people run those heat sleeves, you know, those little supposedly fireproof heat sleeve deals or whatever, and you think that putting them on, whether the wire is already contacting the header without the sleeve or there's a small gap, you think putting those on is going to help. But the problem is, they don't. It will burn right through that. That's meant for like radiant heat, like reflective heat. It helps block that heat from the wire. But if you lay the heat sleeve on the header with the wire touching the heat sleeve, it's going to put that heat right through the heat sleeve and burn the wire. And then there will be a white spot on your heat sleeve, and you can say, well, that didn't work. That's going to be your fault if that happens. And really the last scenario is going to be that you bought a cheesy set of headers, like a cheap set. I don't know, you can pick your cheesy headers that are out there. We all know that they exist. I get it, the price point's good, but they were probably made for like 50 cents overseas using the cheapest of materials, and probably not the best practice in welding them up. So a lot of times you'll have header tubes that are kind of in the way of spark plug and wire access. So they go in the car and maybe they fit and they don't rub the intermediate shaft, and they don't rub the frame rail, or maybe they do and the collector's pointed towards the floor, or maybe it's not. But regardless, if there's a header issue, poorly designed header, and you put these on, and you know, because you just looked, you just installed them and you know that there's a clearance issue or a fitment issue, but you decide to start it up and run it anyways, then that is also your fault. Now, if you put these on and you see that there's a fitment issue or a clearance issue prior to starting it and running it, then I would reach out and contact us and see if there are other options. Maybe if a straight boot design would work better for your, reach out to support, shoot some pictures. We can have custom wires made, guys. That's not a problem. These fit 90% of the applications out there with no issue absolutely whatsoever. It's just that people normally will get careless on the install, not pay attention. Maybe they're inexperienced for whatever reason. Reach out to support, shoot some pictures. And so hopefully this video was helpful and you got something from it and I didn't offend too many people. But it's Friday and I like to have fun a little bit. So get out of your feelings. Thanks.